Hey guys, it's Amber, and today I am doing my dorm essentials video for college, and these are just 10 things that, like people may think about, but most of the time you don't think about. So it's not gonna be things like comforter and sheets and things like that. Like it's different, like more obscure things, but I found to be super important while I was living in my dorm. And I'm so sorry about my voice. It's kind of gone. Like if you didn't see my last video, it's a vlog of my Warped Tour day, and I was screaming a lot because I was really excited and happy. So I'm sorry that my voice is kind of like deeper, and yeah, it just might sound a little bit weird. But I'm gonna stop talking and let's get into the video. So the first thing that I think is really important to have in your dorm is a vacuum. And I know you're gonna see a lot of dorm essential videos, and some people may be like, why would you have like a vacuum in your dorm? Okay, first of all, you're gonna eat in your dorm room. Other people are gonna be in your dorm room. Your dorm room is gonna collect dust and just like tracking in things from outside on your shoes. By like 2 months in, your carpet or whatever type of flooring you have, if it's carpet especially, is going to feel like you're walking on dirt. And while your community center may have vacuums, the one that was in my community center was super gross. It was really big, hard to maneuver around, and it had like kind of a weird smell because that's something everyone is using. Like the entire like residence hall dedicated to that community center is using that vacuum. So I recommend just getting like a small, like little one, or you could even just get ones that are like, I'll try and find a picture of it so that way I could put it in here, but it's kind of like smaller and it's like a hand vacuum. The second thing I find to be really important for dorms is Febreze. This is so simple and no one's probably really ever thinking about it. Like you may think, oh, I can't use a candle, or you can't use wallflowers. So maybe you just kind of like let it slip your mind, but using like Febreze or a room spray is so important. There are no windows usually in your dorms that you can open, at least not where I live. So it's really important to have something that kind of just like gets the odors out, you know, makes it smell a little bit fresher, because it's just a very confined and enclosed space that is going to start smelling a bit funky with all your dirty clothes everywhere, all the food you're bringing in, all the people. My third dorm essential is Clorox wipes. Okay, I am like a germaphobe, like not a huge germaphobe, but I'm definitely a germaphobe. So when I first got into my dorm room, I saw like kind of like some stuff like in the drawers and like things like that, and I'm like, that's kind of gross. So I definitely took out my Clorox wipes and wiped everything down like when I first got into the dorm in general. And then just like if you have spills that you want to get up, or your room's looking like a little bit like dirty or dusty, things like that, you can just like quickly wipe things down. It's really helpful. I like dry it up with a paper towel and it's great. So Clorox wipes are definitely a necessity. My fourth essential is a duster slash like furniture polish, or just whatever you use to dust. Okay, so you're living in a dorm room, again, enclosed, confined space. Dust, for some weird reason, literally just forms everywhere. I don't know why. Like everything, I used everything, but my room seemed to get really dusty really fast. So I just had like little rags, things like that, that I use specifically to dust things off with. And I had furniture polish. The more dust that builds up, the more stuffed your nose is gonna be. And when you're in college, you are prone to sickness. So just try and keep it as clean as possible. My fifth essential is just command products. So command strips, command hooks, literally command everything is super important for your dorm room. You usually can't nail anything to the wall, so instead you have to use command strips and things like that just so you can hang things up with. There are a ton of dupes to them too, so if you're not interested in paying like a lot of money for command products, like there's other products that they have. Like let me see if I can go get mine. Alright, so here's an example of just a product that you can use instead of command strips. These are just the Scotch clear mounting squares. I also have used the circles before, and they are sticky on both sides, so that way it's basically a command strip but cheaper, and it literally won't take anything off of the wall. But I do recommend getting command hooks if you have things that are a bit heavier, or you want to hang up like somewhere to put like your purses Alright, my sixth dorm essential is just to have storage containers, bins, storage, anything really needs to go in your room. And while people do think about that, it's just, I feel like we don't think about it enough that you need so much storage for everything. Like there's just so much stuff that you're gonna bring with you, especially your first year, if you're going to be a freshman in college, and you need somewhere to put it all because chances are having like a dresser and a desk is not going to be enough. So I like the clear bins that have like the white top on it, and like they're really easy. I stick them under my bed. They're pretty like thin. They're about like this thick. Here I had a bunch of those clear plastic bins, and I would just put like my medicine stuff, band-aids, cotton balls. Also, you could go to Target and they have the clear ones that don't have anything on top, but like they have handles so you can pick those up. Those are really helpful. I use that to hold my mugs, my utensils, things like that. You could get crates. You could get clear ones that have drawers that pull out. I use a small one like this big for my makeup. There's just so many different types of bins out there. Alright, my seventh essential is a really important one that no one probably thinks of. I'm sure all of you have been to Bed Bath & Beyond, and maybe you haven't gone yet, but you will go to Bed Bath & Beyond for all of your college stuff, and you'll see these like little handheld steamers. They're really tiny. They come in different colors. One's in pink. Get one. Like, just please get one. Steamers are so important because you don't want to walk around with a bunch of wrinkled clothing all the time. Like there are certain things, like if you're just like kind of having a casual day, that's fine, but like when you're going to interviews, dances, banquets, things like that, you kind of want to look more professional and put together, so having a steamer is super helpful. My eighth thing that is super important to have is an HDMI cable. And I don't know if you guys have heard of HDMI cables, but basically one end hooks up to your computer and the other end hooks up to your TV. This is super helpful when you are just hanging out with your friends or in a large group of people and you want to put something on a TV. It's just really nice to have. It's like, they could be longer or shorter. My dorm room actually came with one, so it was about like this big. So like it wasn't a lot of space to connect it, but it was definitely enough. And if you're watching a movie or something and you have Netflix on your computer but you want to connect it to the TV, you can use it for that. I'm not suggesting that you go to illegal websites, but if you're on an illegal TV website or movie website and you want to watch something, then, you know, just you can hook it up to your TV. The ninth thing that I think you should have are just water bottles or mugs, just something that can hold a liquid. So I suggest not like plastic water bottles because yeah, that's pretty like obvious, but I mean have reusable water bottles. It gets really expensive trying to buy water all of the semester, all year. It'll add up definitely for sure. So if you have like reusable ones and somewhere on campus has filtered out water, you can put water in your water bottles and that's the water that you can use. And you're saving the environment, which is awesome in itself. And then for mugs, just like if you ever want to make teas or you need to have hot water, it's just really nice to have mugs, and who doesn't love cute mugs? And my last essential for you to have is just a calendar. And I don't mean an agenda because that's like a different thing, that's like a school supplies, but a calendar is super helpful, like a wall calendar. Whether it be like a dry erase board one that you do it yourself, one that you buy in the stores, just something so you can have a monthly view of everything that you're going to be needing to know about. And it's easy if you have it hanging up somewhere in your dorm rather than having to always constantly look at your agenda. So I definitely recommend having a calendar. And that was it for my dorm essentials video. I hope that you guys learned a lot from this and hope that this was really helpful. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below if you have any questions or you have any dorm essentials that you feel are really helpful. I would love to know, and so would everyone else. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Let me know what back to school videos you guys also want to see. Whether it be college or high school related, I am open to doing either one, and I will just talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!